everybody. This is Lucas over here at the Hoey Farm. Today is August 16th, and we're going to continue with bed prep today. We need to prep beds 7 and 8 today. I went ahead and planted carrots and beets yesterday. I uploaded a video. Check it out if you haven't. But oh, look at this! It's an airplane. Perfect timing. Well, that's okay. We're cleaning our trapezoid hoe. Trapezoid hoe is out here doing some damage to these weeds out here. This thing is awesome. Keep this sucker sharp. It'll be good. This is another one of Johnny's tools. We're going to show 2 tools today. But back to what I was saying, where we're at with beds 7 and 8. We've got the grass tamed, and the Bermuda grass down here in Zone 7B is no joke. If you're from here, which I'm assuming everybody is, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But we've done that, and if you know, Bermuda grass, once it gets in, it gets down deep. So I went down there with the Travis tool and busted the ground up, raked it over. Stephanie did a lot of that stuff too, and but believe it or not, it looks really nice, but there's still Bermuda grass is still down there. We've just we've made it look nice for now. So the idea, how Elliot Coleman gardens, is he likes to kind of get ahead of the weeds, so to speak, because they're going to come up. So if you're farming organically, that's the trick, is to get ahead of the weeds and keep up with the weeds. But if you're just starting out like me, try to do too many things at once, and yada yada. Bob's your uncle. But so what we're gonna do to try and get ahead of these weeds before we plant these radishes. By the way, we're gonna plant some daikon radishes for those of you who know me over at Robert G. Shaw Farmers Market. Those will be up. Radishes grow super quick, so I have those. I have some of the regular pink and white radishes, then the regular pink radishes, they're like called Easter egg variety, and I think there might be some purple ones in there. I just buy a bunch of radish seeds and I throw them all in the seed hopper and plant them. I'm not too picky. Radish is a radish. I just like the variety of the colors and then But before we do that, we want plenty of nice soil. It rained last night, so that's kind of a bummer, because that kind of, after you seed, that will, for those of you who are also market gardeners, a tip that was told to me, if you haven't already heard it, is to, if you seed and then it rains, just keep an eye on the soil crusting over, and so you go back over it with a rake and rustle off the dirt. But anyway, so we are going to kill off the remaining bit of this Bermuda grass with something, a little tool that that I like to call, I don't really have a name for it, but I will come up with one, and I would like to call it something. I just don't know what it is. But it's a pretty cool tool. It's very dangerous. And those are usually my favorite types of tools, or the dangerous types, because that makes it fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to just burn the Bermuda grass, like as if we were in the trenches of World War I or something like that. So, okay. So, just a couple tips before we get started. Don't do this at home. I'm not telling you to go out and get a flamethrower and start lighting stuff on fire in your backyard. If you're a kid, ask your parents. If you're an adult, make sure you have wet ground before you start doing this type of stuff. Know which way the wind is blowing. If you're going to start playing with fire, I mean, not playing with fire, but if you're going to start utilizing fire as a resource, you got to know which way the wind's blowing, because that's important, because you don't want to catch, everything on fire. To just use some common sense, remove plastic. A lot of people complain about using these flame weeders I see on YouTube, and I just start cracking up just thinking about what kind of disasters these people are going through. They're like, yeah, I just don't like it. The flame weeders just cause small fires. It's like, well, you got to remove any obstacles out of the way before you start messing with the flame weeder. That's just like, so I'm gonna hope that most of my viewers are a little bit, more aware than some. Just use common sense. If you don't feel comfortable using a flame weeder or a flame, whatever you want to call this thing that I'm using, a flamethrower, whatever, then don't use it. Don't do it if you don't feel comfortable. But I use it, and it's very useful. And I'm gonna attempt to show you how it works. And if I do burn anything down, just take a note and just be like, well, just don't do what Grower Luke did. Alright, but let's get to it. Alright, there's like two little nozzles here. Both like right here, there's a little nozzle here. Little nozzle here. Turn those, lefty loosey. Righty tighty type deal. It'll make a sound whenever the gas is open. You don't want to let out too much gas though at the same time. So right here is the time to kind of, I would say, tune it. I'm a musician, so I use a lot of music terms. So once you get it right, you don't want too much gas coming out. You want just enough. That you can control it. So things could get out of control fast if you just rush into it. But if you're gonna rush into anything, fire is not the one to do it. Wind's going this way, so whenever I light it, I'm going to turn my back to the camera, so just bear with me. But what we're going to do is we're just going to flame. Everything is done. The important thing to know before using these flame weeders is that in order for them to be effective, this needs to be the last thing you do before seeding, or else it's kind of worthless. Because if you rustle up the seeds, or if you rustle up the dirt, you're just going to rustle up more weed seeds. There's like plethora of weed seeds everywhere. Because you just, mess with the dirt. That's just how it is. So this is the last thing you really do before, you can tamp the ground down, but there's no more tilling or tilting or whatever. So I cease. quick thing to note that if it does go out on you, that this thing right here is super hot. Don't touch it. But this is like if you're wearing pants or something, you know, kind of set it on your knee. Hold the nozzle back here with one hand. Control the nozzle if you turn it up a little bit while you use it. Get ready to light again. Check the wind, wait for the wind to calm down. Thing, turn it off, right, turn it all the way to the right, and then that's it. But I get some more stuff that I gotta get to that I can't really get to on the camera. But yeah, so long story short, that's gonna give me a little bit of time to get ahead of the weeds, because whatever weed seeds were on top, they're dead. And now, take my tamper, and I'm working on upgrading this thing. This is where I'm at right now. But tamping this down, and then seeding radishes, and then the next video, you know, these 2 rows will be done. Moving on will be butternut squash. And then by Thursday, we'll be planting, hopefully, the next row. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's kind of important, just to get this out there. But yeah, I would encourage everybody, if you haven't started a garden, do it. Super fun, super relaxing. Start off on a super small scale, something that's super manageable, and from there grow, just like your plants grow with it. Yeah, but I love doing this stuff. I tell my girls all the time that it's, you know, like being out here with all these tools, it's like playing Minecraft IRL, you know. It's like living life is way cooler than playing Minecraft. I mean, playing Minecraft is cool, but either way, I cease. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace out.